Hi loves, welcome to my channel. So I am here with a project share. Okay, so just recently my friend Lisa had just opened her store. Her store name is right here, My Little Crafty Shop. And in her store, I ended up ordering some of her charms. And I just wanted to share this really quick. So with some of the charms, I ended up using just like regular alcohol markers. This one just happens to be Pen and Gear that are alcohol markers from Walmart. And I ended up coloring some of these Chuck Taylor high top shoes. And then with this one right here, it's a snowflake, and I ended up coloring the snowflake. And then she has some of these little charms that are just little wreaths. And so here are some of the wreaths with the markers. And then I also did a mixing bowl. And then she had the word love, and I did the little heart. And then she had mentioned to me, well, you could probably try the alcohol inks as well. So I got a paintbrush and I used the alcohol inks that are in my stash. And so this is what I ended up doing. And if you look at it, you can tell the big difference in using a paintbrush and using the ink, because I was telling her I probably need a pen that is thinner, a thinner tip on it than this one right here, because this is what I ended up using for this particular one, and I probably need a thinner tip because you can see with the actual alcohol ink it got into all the little crevices down there. So I probably need a better pen or use the ink. So I just thought I would share that before I even got started on this project. Okay, so what I'm going to share today is this idea was from Carol Herlock. She had bought some Laughing Cow little container, and I ended up, this one happens to be a brie cheese container. Okay, she had Laughing Cow cheese holders, but this one just happens to be from brie. And what I did was I went ahead and measured the side, and I measured the inside, and then I just cut little strips and put it on the inside. I ended up putting this upside down, and I made an inside for here, and I had to trim it a little bit. And you can see a little bit of the white that was around the edges, so I just went around with my Nuvo drops and put it around the edges just to seal it. And then I also did a cover and put this down on the bottom and traced it. And so I did the bottom part and then did the same thing with the top. I did not decorate the lid, but I did decorate the top of the outside of the lid. And then I put some of this ribbon that I believe I got this at the 99-cent store. I'm not positive, but I want to say I got it there. Okay, so I have it all set up. It's just a little brie box, and I thought I would decorate it with you. And so what I'm going to use is I'm going to use some of my Crafty Little Shop flowers that I had gotten from Lisa. And then I also had purchased some of these sentiments. These are the Christmas sentiment packs. I got them in the white because I had recently shared in a previous video that some of my collections are darker colors, so I wanted to be able to use a back plate with a darker color. Okay, I have some of the snow tulle that is from Dollar Tree. I did already cut up one piece just to save some time, and I was going to share with you how I did that piece with this one right here. And then I also have some eyelash trim that I was just going to cut a couple pieces off of here. And then I also have some diamond dust that I was going to add to some of the flowers before I even get started. Okay? Now, first of all, let's do the flowers with it. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and, yes, show you how I did this first. Okay? So what I ended up doing is I just folded this in like an accordion fold. Oops. An accordion fold. So you'd fold down. You just fold it within your fingers like this. Okay. And then when you get to the center, you're going to have this. Okay. So what I did is I got another little piece, and be very careful when you tighten this piece because it will tear very easily. But the reason why I use this piece versus a piece of thread or a piece of, I don't know, piping or ribbon is because it matches perfect with the color. Okay? So you just kind of want to get it tight enough to hold it in place. Okay? Then go back to that accordion fold like this. And then what I ended up doing, I'm looking for my scissors. I ended up just doing a point. So I might have to get some better scissors. I think I got to get some better scissors. 1 second. Because this is thicker. Okay. So I just did a point like this. Okay. So you have those little jagged star-looking edges. Do the same on this side. Go ahead and get those accordion pieces to follow back in place. That's good enough. And then, you want to do the point. Actually, I can go like this and then do this like this. Okay? Let me get these pieces out of the way. Okay. And then these little small pieces right here that are kind of sticking out, we're going to end up cutting those off. Okay. But for right now, we're going to leave them. Okay. All right. So we got those pieces done. We're going to set this to the side. We're going to go ahead and unravel some of this eyelash trim. I'm going to do two loops like this, and then I'm going to cut it. And it kind of makes a mess only because of these long strands. So be careful when you're cutting it. So 2 loops. And then I just try to get all the little eyelash parts out of the way. Okay, so you got 2 pieces there. Okay, so we're going to need those. And then we'll just put those to the side. Now, I said that I ended up with the sentiment. I did already cut a sentiment, and I put it on the background piece of paper right here, and it says gingerbread wishes. And then I had some little pieces that are sitting here. I'm not sure what pieces I'm going to use, but I think I'm going to use this little Mickey gingerbread right here. Okay, so I'm going to use a piece of paper for the background because I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit. Excuse me, I'm reaching over. I forgot to get my glue. I'm going to add a little bit of glue to these. Because the base of this little top right here is red, I think I'm going to go with 2 green and then 1 red. Okay, just put that to the side. Okay, so I have my glue. Of course, when I decide to do a video, my glue's terrible looking. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and put some little strips of glue along some of these petals. I'll just try to follow a little bit of the scalloped edges, and then tuck some glue inside some of the edges. you know, if there's a different way that people do this, I've done it with a paintbrush. I mean, I'm sure there's all kinds of different ways to do it. But this is the way that I just happen to be doing it right now. So you just want to make sure that you have plenty of glue so that when you go to put your diamond dust, it will stick. And I would suggest to do something with a fine point, like this Barely Art glue has a very fine point. So it gets in those little nooks and crannies of your flower petals. Okay, just like that. Then, let me see. One second. Oh, here it is. I have the little spoon that I ended up ordering from Lisa's store as well. And then when you go to open this, a lot of the times, some of the little flakes will start coming out. And you can either do it like this. So once the little flakes come out, they go right inside that little lid. And then you just want to tap it. Like this to get some of that diamond dust to stick to the glue. Just like this. Do a little bit more. I'd rather do more than less because you just never, you know, it's easier just to do it this way. Okay. So let me move those out really quick. Put this diamond dust back in the jar. And then same with this. I'm just going to get my little spoon, give it a couple taps so that it falls out on the back of the flowers. Like that. Okay. I think I'm realizing right now that I forgot to bring my leaves in here. Oh no. Okay, so I'm going to put this back on the tip. Just kind of wipe that off. Okay, so what's next is we're going to put our flowers to the side, and then we're going to use these two sentiments, or not sentiments, but we're going to use that sentiment, and we're going to use that little Mickey, and then we're going to put this back in place. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to go ahead and add this little piece right here. I don't know if we want to add it like that, or we want to, you know what, I think we're going to add it upwards so we have more dimension. Okay, so just trying to see where these little pieces are. So let's cut this off, and we're going to do it where it is sticking upward. We're going to put it not directly in the center, but just a little bit to the side. I mean to the back side, okay? Okay, there we go. So we're just going to go ahead and go like that. Then we're going to do the same thing with the green. But we're going to do the green more towards the back. I'm going to put it right on here because I want it more in the center. Okay, so we're going to just kind of angle it right in there. You know what? I'm going to do the whole thing to the back, like that. Like that. Okay. And then I am going to add the red. So the reason why I cut it like this is because I'm going to put a piece in the center. I'm going to make like a little loop. I'm going to do it with this one as well. Grab the center, and then I'm going to loop the pieces to the center like this. Okay. I'm just going to add it right there to the middle. Oops. I was afraid that wasn't going to work so well, but that's okay. Put that right there in the middle. Now, another thing too, like when you're using these little metal spoons, you can use them to push your, down something to hold it in place, because once you're done, this will just rub right off like that, okay? So we're going to do it like that. And that looks really, maybe a little bit too messy, but it's okay. You're not even going to notice, okay? So we're going to leave it like that. And then we're going to put one of these flowers right here in the center, right there. Okay. And then we're going to put another one of these flowers right here, right next to it. And this, I'm going to put a little bit more glue just to make sure that this stays right there at the back. And then we are going to put one more large red flower right here on the very top. And just kind of hold those down for a second. Okay. This one, I'm afraid it might come loose. Let's see about this one as well. Okay. Then, with our little gingerbread, I'm going to go ahead and connect these. These are kind of like sticking more so to this little fluffy eyelash trim. So I'm going to go ahead and stick the flowers so that they adhere together with the glue, like that. Figure out where I'm going to put my little Mickey guy. I think I'm going to add him right there. Put a little bit on the bottom. Just kind of angle him a little bit. I'm going to put him right in the middle, like that. And then this one, I'm noticing, I'm going to cut this just a little bit more. Okay. I wonder if I want to round it. Nah, I think I'll just do that. I'll put it flat. You know what? I don't know if I want to do it flat. Hold on one second. Just looking to see if I have any of the foam tape near, and I do not. So I think what I'm going to do is look around and see if I have a piece of foam. I do. I do have some foam. Some foam pieces right here. I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to, it's kind of flattened from going through my machine. Oh, well, here's a little piece right here. Well, good. It matches the gingerbread. Okay, perfect. It matches the gingerbread guy. So let's just go ahead and put this right here. Okay. And let me just put a little bit more glue on there. Okay, so we got a little bit of glue on there, and we're just going to stick it right there. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and add off camera some little leaves. I have some little gold leaves, and I'll share those. And then what I'll do is my next video I will come on and I will share this with the leaves on it. So this is the end result for now, and I'm so sorry. I thought I had the leaves right here, but I needed them in the other room, so I must have took them off my desk. So I apologize for that. I didn't want to start all over again, so I'm just showing you now how it looks. So I thought it turned out really cute. So that is perfect. So you have a little holder to share some little goodies. And I want to say thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys all on the next video. Bye guys.